Okay, let's get straight to the point. Let's talk about this breaking news update with the young lady that was involved with the whole Shannon Sharpe case. I guess it's safe to say we can say Club Shay Shay is now Club Pay Pay. So, Shannon Sharpe had got involved with this young lady right here. And I want to say at the time she was like 19 years old. Her name is Gabriella Zuniga or something like that. Well, Shannon Sharpe got himself in a jam like strawberry jelly. And this young lady, we all know, it eventually came out. She had filed some allegations against him that led to him even walking away from ESPN after he had basically just got over there on first date with Stephen A. Smith. Now, the case, that was what, back in April, something like that, a couple of months ago? Well, now, the other day, the lawyer, Tony Bugsby, for Gabrielle, had announced that they had reached a settlement with Shannon Sharpe. And according to some of the reports that came out, and also you can look at this, read this IG post by Tony Bugsby, and this talks about basically the case being dismissed, Shannon Sharpe settled, and people were saying that it was for $50 million, according to Tony Bugsby. $50 million. Now, I want to say originally the young lady only wanted $10 million. So they ended up settling for $50 million. And even though Shannon Sharpe got his own thing going on, him agreeing to pay this young lady for $50 million after she didn't accuse him of the R word allegations, and then you heard the videos and all the stuff that he was saying to her on the recordings, because she recorded all of this. You ask yourself, how did he get himself in this pickle? It's crazy. Like this, Shannon Sharpe is old enough, should be smart enough to know how to maneuver and not get caught up in a play like this. Shannon Sharpe called it a shakedown. Even if it was successful. Because you made the mistake of this girl recording you and all this kind of stuff, and then the lawyer that was involved, we all know Tony Bugsby, if it's a bag involved, he going after it. Now, since it came out that they have settled for $50 million allegedly, the young lady, was a OnlyFans model, where she has announced now that she is retiring. Let's look at this right here. She made this post on her IG. She said, "Today, I have decided to retire from OnlyFans. Thank you for the incredible support you've shown me over the past few years. This community has given me a life I could have never imagined. I'll still be active on social media and have several new projects in the works that I can't wait to share. I'm truly excited for this next chapter. I love you all forever and ever. Thanks, Shannon Sharpe." It don't say that, but she also ended it with this: "What a journey it's been." What journey? She making this speech like she just got her, like she going into the Hall of Fame of lawsuits. I mean, she got her money now. Don't get me wrong, she got her money. But Shannon Sharpe, hopefully he'll learn from this mistake, because Shannon Sharpe, what, 60 or something like that? I mean, how old is Shannon Sharpe? Let me look and see. Let me look. Just give me a second. Let me see. 1 second. Shannon Sharpe is 57 years old. 57 years old. Man, you're 3 years away from 60. And you out here making these kind of mistakes. Now, all that I would say with this, and I said in one of my other videos, the good thing about Shannon Sharpe and his situation, because at that moment when this came out, he was in the process of signing a deal. I want to say it's supposed to be like $100 million podcast deal or whatever. Now, he walked away from ESPN. It's supposed to be temporarily. But with ESPN being associated with Disney, I can assure you that Mickey Mouse and them is not about to have Shannon Sharpe on TV after he didn't just agree to pay a lawsuit for, the SR word allegations. Mickey Mouse and Mickey can't have that going on. They can't have that in the house. Now, but good thing about Shannon Sharpe, he already has his own podcast going, Club Shay Shay, which we can say is Club Pay Pay, because he just paid big. But he had that going before he even got on ESPN. He started that podcast while he was with Undisputed with Skip Bayless. And his podcast is doing great. Everyone knows he had Cat Williams on there, and it took his podcast to a whole nother level. It was already growing, but it really grows super fast after that interview. Thing about it is this. Despite people looking at Shannon Sharpe like, man, what you doing? He still has an audience, a core audience that watches Club Shay Shay. I don't care what you say. They're going to be over there looking at his podcast. Not because of him, because of the people that he's bringing on there. As long as he continue to bring good guests on the podcast, people are going to tune in because they want to see Shannon Sharpe. He does get interviews, so you can't knock him for that. He's a great interviewer. He get depth conversations, and it seems like everyone goes on there wants to talk and feel comfortable talking on his podcast. That's the difference with his podcast. Cat Williams has done a lot of interviews on other people's podcasts since the Shannon Sharpe one, but not one of those podcasts have seen the numbers that it did with Shannon Sharpe. You can have a lot of podcasts, you can have the same guests over and over. It doesn't matter. It's all about the comfortability level that guest that you have on that field, depending on how that interview is going to come off. It's going to be organic or it's not going to be. End of the day, hoping Shannon Sharpe can learn from this. You know, Monique, when she was on there, she told Shannon Sharpe, leave them young girls alone and get you an old cougar. Get you an older girl. Get you an older woman. Maybe he'll take heed to that advice. But y'all get in the comments there what y'all think. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share my video. I'm Grady Mac. Holla.